Your avatar name was reverted back to default as it contained profanity. What profanity? You gotta be shitting me. What fucking profanity?
Welcome back to TIAA Bank Field on the shores of the St. Johns River in Jacksonville, Florida. You haven't missed a thing as we're just about set for the opening kickoff. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. On the ground, this is Leonard
What?
Fournette. And he'll
What?
take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
What beer?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
What are you talking about?
For Fournette from last week, 16 carries, 92 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week.
What's up?
Skip order.
Hey.
Skip order.
Oh, hey, thanks.
No, I just need to see the ID as well.
You need to see my ID.
Hello.
Really?
Or just confirm your name.
My name is Curtis. Does it say my name or is it Jasmine?
Yeah.
You have to see Jasmine?
It says, like a Jasmine.
Jasmine or Curtis? Because my wife's name is Jasmine. My name is Curtis. So does she have to show her ID or do I have to show mine?
Jasmine.
Jasmine? Okay. Just put it down for a second. Yeah, she's here. Hold on a second. Put that down. Go get mommy. Tell her to grab her ID. She'll be right here.
We put it on your stream and he's like, I'm done watching it already.
Well, my stream just went off. That's why, because it froze. The game froze.
It said no.
I know, so that's why I jumped. I'm streaming now again, but I'm streaming football, not the Marvel. I gotta see if I'm gonna win. That's where I am right now. I'm just on pause. What the fuck? Oh, you know how many people have heard me piss then? No, they had to show ID. You have to show ID. Princess, get over here. Hey, get now. Now. Yeah, they said that you had to show ID, not me.
Your name is on there too.
Well, they just literally said you. Because I just asked, do you want me to show ID or does she have to?
No, both our names are on the account.
I asked them.
Look at them. I would have said, go look at your thing again. It'll say your name too.
I said, isn't my name here too? Well, thank you. That's what I said. Like, does she have to show her or can I?
I asked her to go help her.
You guys aren't sleeping back out there tonight? Why?
I don't know. Mom told us to bring it in a second.
Well, the other one froze, so now I'm back on, let's see what's going on with my football. Because they were like making my guy seem like he's gonna be retiring soon, and it's like, the dude's not even 30, for fuck's sakes, like, really. And if you watch all my streams, this guy's played like 15 games, so like, how the hell? He got injured. When? Not when I was playing.
When Leland was playing.
Yeah, no shit, right? Okay, give me a quick second. Just gotta clean up a spot here. What the fuck? I love you. Go. Okay, just cleaning up the spot here. My shoulder. Oh my god, that fucking thing's not going away. Okie dokie.
He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like
Not
to
good.
have back. Now 4th down.
Incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, you ain't going nowhere.
Here's Cam Akers. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to
hit him.
proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers
That's
involved.
Right.
You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
We'll make it that far.
On the return after a punt of 39. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out.
6+ touchdowns. Oh, wow.
And say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in
He
their
face
hands,
masked.
and maybe the
I've
offensive
seen that
will
shit.
look better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing out the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
The 25-yard line.
Oh no!
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
The quarterback sack.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it.
That was a
It's
good
really
one.
like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he'll let this one go deep for... And got his man complete. And he
That was a
will
beaut.
have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
That was a nice toss.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, Charles is
If you're going outside with it, then yes, but just don't lose them. Grab them.
We're used to the well-documented war of words on social media between two of the top players on these teams has really added a layer of intrigue.
You're absolutely right, partner, because this social media beef that kicked things off, it spilled over into the midweek press conferences. It's dominated what people have talked about around this game. For most people, they think this is ridiculous, maybe even a little childish. But let's go back to when we were younger. This was just what we called bulletin board material, and this stuff has made this game the most talked about regular season matchup I can remember. So no complaints from me.
grab him, go.
I doubt there are any complaints from you. We can't wait to see how this plays out on the field. And that's the thing to remember here. The player with the bragging rights will not be who gets the most post-game likes on social media. It's going to be whose team wins the ball game in this contest.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And the D not yielding much there.
Hey,
He's
just
only
go
going to
play.
get a yard to about the 2.
Fournette on the carry.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Incomplete.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
That's right.
Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Jags have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what
You want to get as many as you can in the first quarter here. I mean, the first half, because I have to kick it back.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the
Oh, you
end zone.
pussy.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
I think he's gonna. No, he's running it. Might be a toss, but no, it's a run.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
Oh,
He'll have a
shit.
first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown.
Fucking kidding me.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Cam Akers, 75 yards.
That
And
was
the
a beaut,
Texans are an
but
extra point
bullshit.
away from tying this football game.
Extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words.
I knew he's running it too.
75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That was a beaut.
Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun.
How did that seem
just? Gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, come on.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So as this offense gets settled in, a game like this, how important do you think it will be for both of these teams to maintain their composure?
Well, I think that the good news is that this is a physical, emotional game. And look, if they can find a way to harness that intense energy, it could end up being beneficial for both teams. But what both of them have to realize, and especially this quarterback, the objective is still just to win the game. It's not to outshine the other guy or go at him with any more or less than is normal. Go play the game, go win the game. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
God, what the fuck is with this guy?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And Robinson with a big catch.
Oh, time.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route. And
yeah, it was a nice toss, nice catch.
Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him
awesome.
down the field in 8 plays.
Can't let another one of those fucking 75-yarders go.
Leonard Fournette.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
He's gonna fucking kneel.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done.
Everyone's grabbing on him and nobody took him down.
That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now he's going to swing this one.
Yeah,
out to
right.
his running back.
No.
The 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
No, he's in. No, he's not. Nice.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Watson looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away
This is not good.
from tying this football game.
For the point after.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
Yeah.
You got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Oh, man.
J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Where's the run play?
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Oh, you're fucking lucky.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson on first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
No one cares what he's got to say.
Time quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Knew that was going to happen.
And now out comes Houston. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They'll go again here with Akers. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
Gotcha.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout.
That's not what I meant to do.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Not by any means. That's what I meant to do. What are you guys doing? Oh, hey, Blowhole. What's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Hey! What's going on up there, man?
Well, I was just telling Rhett to hurry up and find the last bullets.
Okay, don't be like being rude, man. That's not cool.
I know.
Why don't you help her find the bullets?
Yeah, she's not. I was looking for the bullet. I said, maybe you should help because you're the one who did lose it.
Yes.
But she said no.
Well, then go talk to Mom. Maybe she'll help you out with that.
And she also shot one all the way up to that black part, but I got it. It's okay. Now we have 20 bullets, and that's 21.
Okay, just go be good, okay?
Got it. Hey.
Vi, you better start being nice. Your brother tried to help you. Got it? No more Miss Rude. He tried to help you. You're the one that did that too, yeah?
Why is it?
Next time he tries to get you to help and you say no, that'll be the last time you play with the gun and the bullets. Got it? I'm not kidding.
And it's just gonna be me and Charlie
Go.
and you.
Go play and be good.
Okay. Also, Dad, can I put it on double bullet?
What?
Double bullet?
No, you can't do it like that. No, no, no. You mean the COVID variant? What? Well, I got kids over there. Krabby. I thought you were Krabby, and my brother and his family have the COVID variant. No, they just actually have the common flu, they say. I'm fine. Why? What's up? Hello? I said I'm fine. Why? What's up? Yes, baby. Did you ever finish up that that video?
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Well, I'm glad it's just a common flu, but oh shit!
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they
Flowers.
take over. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground.
Get the fuck off me! Oh my god!
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah,
A yard only?
Up there in the middle of the line, a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything.
Yeah, you haven't done shit in the last little bit. Like, you just been like kind of hiding to yourself, which I get, man. I get like that too. I was supposed to play a game last night with Tanya. I had the shit damn near loaded up. I put my system on, ready to play, and then I got distracted, and by the time I went to go play, she was already gone. So she's probably crabby with me.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look.
Oh, what?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Did you see that Marvel Avengers game?
Right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
3rd and 9. We'll go with that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action,
Throw the fucking... Oh, you son of a bitch.
able to get in there for the sack.
A loss of 5.
So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half, trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Gotcha.
A 7-yard return following a punt.
You were looking at the other guy going like this in a circle, and I
Will
just...
take over with a new set of downs. So
Jump
here
on
are
that
the Texans
motherfucker.
to take over.
Did you know,
They
Blowhole,
lost
I
last
just got
week. Actually,
sponsored.
not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now.
Yeah. I'm like that too.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the
I
32.
got a email saying that they were checking out my streams and shit like that,
he'll throw
and
right away.
fuck
That's
off.
caught left side by Cooks. And he slips
And
up
now I'm
past
getting
the
sponsored.
45 before being
It's like
tackled.
G Fuel, but
First down
different.
yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
What is that called?
reception-
It's called Lifestyle? Pretty sure. Quick see here. Pretty sure it's Lifestyle. Yeah, Swift Lifestyle. It's kind of like G Fuel stuff. And my code is HeedfulJoker. Crazy, right? I got a code. It gives 15% off for everybody, and I get 35% off, I think. So that's pretty cool. I'm kind of liking that. But I haven't bought any yet. I'm going to buy some, hopefully, next month. Well, this month's coming up, whatever. Chill. Pretty cool, though. You should check it out. I told Tanya she should check it
Brings
out,
him
too.
up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50.
Right up the gut. Right up the gut. Are you serious?
Not so bad either.
Number 20.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Up for the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Nope, nope, nope.
The
You
44-yard
son.
line.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come
Okay,
up
we're
on
not going to
1st and
argue no
10.
more.
Here's Akers.
Shit. Shit.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes
God
this
damn
one down
children,
just
you
shy
guys
of the
are,
20.
like,
Give him 17
distracting
on
the crap out of
pickup
me over there.
Texans also get a new set of downs.
I think they like this
What the
drive
hell was that?
there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack.
You're
'Cause
fucking
remember last
weird.
drive they went 3 and out.
Why? Ooh.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
You gotta be...
Fuller brings it in over the middle.
Okay, I'm gonna go give
And he
these little
gets it
shit.
inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice
Get moving,
gain. That's
especially
about
Little
5
Miss.
yards between those last 2 plays.
You will eat what we make you.
Keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah, look at my description there, man. It's Swift Lifestyle. I don't have the link into it. I should have done that. Oh, but I literally just got the sponsorship a day and a half ago, 2 days ago. So it's pretty cool. Kind of stoked. I want to try it out.
That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
To throw is Watson. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50%.
Yeah, I got to put that link in there. I guess I have to just copy and paste it to put it in, I guess. I'll do that later on.
Since they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Shit, missed it.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Jaguars 21.
I've actually stopped it a couple times, just so you know. He ran it back for a touchdown once.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one.
How did he grab me through the other guy?
Like a pro.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
17.
2nd and 4. He'll let this one go deep for Chark. And
He had it.
Incomplete.
The pass.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds an opening past the 40.
Attaboy.
He finds Sharp. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside.
Oh my
15.
God, what a beaut.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 56 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way. It takes it for a touchdown.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
17. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Of course he will. Fucking girl. Baby, can I have a smoke? Hello? Why is the kitty covered up? I don't think he likes that. He looks a little mad. He still looks pretty mad. Look at his tail going off. He's not happy.
He's sleeping.
Mr. Kitties.
He's sleeping.
Okay. I don't think he's happy at all. Just have him win. Relax.
He's sleeping.
Why am I getting slapped? You did that. Okay. What is this now?
Gossip Girl.
Oh my god. Yeah? What'd you think? I gotta order some. I haven't ordered any yet, but I was surprised they actually even gave me the sponsorship. I was like, wow. But my views on YouTube have been pretty decent, and according to YouTube, it says like people are kind of liking this stuff, so still have like 70% that aren't subscribed that watch the videos, which it's pretty high, but that's okay. Yeah, I can't wait to try it out.
They get set to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
I kind of figured that's what you were doing. When I went down to 2, I was like, he took off to go and check that side out.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Eluding the
hit him!
Right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Like 8 people just kind of watched him run by. It was like, are you fucking serious?
Guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd.
How? That dude was hit as soon as he threw that ball.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
Yeah, I just gotta go there and just like click it or something like that, I guess. I don't know exactly how to do that proper, but
the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head
I'll
of
do
steam
it.
going.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain.
Man, if you've been watching this, like, they're screwing my quarterback over, like, so bad. Oh, yeah, you're definitely a mod. I haven't changed that.
It's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
How did he fall forward?
Up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
If they get this, they're going to do an onside kick.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to finish a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability.
I didn't get my goal. I was supposed to get 6 fucking touchdowns.
Big plays for an offense.
And out now
These guys weren't having it.
As they get ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively,
I ain't doing no
all
kneel
3
downs.
timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go. It's caught at the 10. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun give to Fournette.
Oh my God! Did you see that, Deke?
It'll be a pickup of 8.
Broke that fucker's ankles.
There was 2nd and goal coming up. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling.
Yeah, right.
Right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown. It's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult.
Not for me.
Guess who's
I win in the NFL all the time.
24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone.
I need one more. One more.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Houston set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Off of play action,
I want that ball back.
He's going to let it fly.
No way.
Man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
C.J. Henderson.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10.
Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Will Fuller.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Oh, God.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very
5
end.
6.
But now this game is over. So I'm thinking it's not going to take too long to get a reaction from this quarterback now that this one's over.
You'd certainly think so, considering how eager he was to go back and forth with trash talk ahead of the game. But then again, oftentimes the best course of action to get under your rival's skin might be just to move on. Leave it alone. Put him in the spotlight today. Now you take the spotlight away from him.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis,
I never heard of that movie.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've
When's
been
it from?
watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Knowing Nicolas Cage. Really? Is that where he knows like everything that's gonna happen? Like a premonition? Like he knows what's gonna happen like a couple days beforehand? Because if that's the one, I think I've seen it. I don't remember it all, but I think I've seen it. So I was 2-0, and I don't get to play until the fucking end of the goddamn season again. Like, what the hell is going on here?
I thought things were behind us after the win in our first meeting. But when I found out this dude was running his mouth again, calling our win a fluke, I just couldn't
punch him in the mouth. What's in here, you little fuck?
If he wanted a show, I was ready to give him a show.
Oh,
I'd already
sweet.
backed my words up once, so I had no problem saying that I'd do it again.
Oh, 10%. Hit power. Oh, some people are gonna get hurt. 5+ touchdowns, no. Okay. Weird. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember it all, to be honest. Well, you can't kill Nicolas Cage. Come on now.
From NRG Stadium in
He's like
Houston,
the
Texas.
Chuck Norris of being actors. You can't kill him.
It's week 16
Chill.
of the NFL on EA Sports.
What was that?
You're talking to me.
Oh.
It's the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh yeah, you're not bringing that
and
up.
the Houston Texans.
You scared.
And they'll run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense going to go to work, and
It's
is
fucking
Deshaun
go time.
Watson
Bring it, bring
at
it, bring it, bring it.
quarterback.
Stretch run and man blitz. Okay. I'm gonna go overload 3 seam. I think they're gonna go left. I think.
Now the first
Up you
carry
gut,
for Cam Akers.
sons of bitches.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Yeah, that happens all the time, man. I'm kind of used to it.
It burst through it for a solid game.
And he's across the
I get like
3 extra
still
yards
70% of people that watch my videos aren't subbed up.
Here's
So
second and 6.
a lot of people watch,
They'll run here with Akers.
like constantly too.
3
And
yards is half of what they needed. Now
I don't know why they don't
here
sub,
on
but
third
it's
down.
fine. It's fine. You know, you can't get everybody.
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap.
Oh,
Now
see ya.
they'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
I'm a hooker.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jacksonville.
I was trying to stop on the edge so I would have got that free touchdown with my quarterback.
Instead, they did one better. Pick it
But
off, take
they
it into
just
the end
decided
zone.
that
Well, they did what you said.
be slow about it.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Gonna come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this is
Oh, you
up
said it.
and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception.
I
but
can't
then
believe his name is
returning
Hooker.
to the end zone for the pick 6.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the
Just
kick
everyone
is
relax.
away.
He's gonna.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Toss up another one. I dare you.
Texans here 1st and 10 at their
He's gonna run it
25-yard line.
all day.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
He ain't going nowhere.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Carrier.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense column.
Oh,
And he'll be brought
I think I'm in
down
trouble.
with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
you stupid motherfucker.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
15?
That absolutely costs you in the end. Just
Shit,
try to
we're
do your
screwed
job,
here.
right?
I picked the
Try to
wrong
get
play.
on the ground. Next thing you know, the
Never mind.
Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front
close.
won their
I thought I had
play
that.
really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the
Get that
football
ball
field
back.
last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st
And the
10.
Joker comes back out.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
They only care about his height. They can't say anything else.
Carry for Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down at
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 21 carries, 89 yards and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now Fournette.
Oh my
And
God.
This time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
The carry for Jackson.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Didn't see that coming.
The pick up there. Move the chains. And well, folks, once again, the fireworks have begun to go off before the teams even entered the stadium for this one. You had some overactive fingers on social media, if you will, and that continued to make this one of the most public and personal feuds in the NFL.
And remember back in the day, if you got your comeuppance from starting something like this, if you talked trash and got beat previously, you didn't talk trash before the next game, but that's not the way of the world in the NFL nowadays. These guys continue to go after each other whether they win or lose. And the social media taunting, that continued this week. And lucky for us, we get a chance to see it play out on the field over the next 4 quarters.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Fournette. And power run running here down to the 6-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes a
Touchdown!
By DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now after
Perfect
the touchdown.
kick.
He'll kick this one away.
Will he run it out? He's going to run it out.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year,
You ain't going nowhere.
gets quadrupled, and that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Like that.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver,
That dude was like done for.
Now it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
Watson now to throw. Into heavy
Oh,
traffic,
picked.
and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 38.
Close. That was over by like 3 yards, 4 yards.
For a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I'm not sure how much more.
Just gonna keep running it. I ain't.
Understand.
Nope.
If they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
3rd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. third down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught.
Oh my God, that was a beaut.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Such a beautiful pass and catch.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own
Yeah, he looks a little sore.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
Ooh.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's caught.
He caught that. Nice.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
That's okay. You get 1.
With touchdown
1.
number 8 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
On for the extra point.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the...
I have to use the bathroom. This thing right here will hurt my head. There's a finger between here and my fucking head. Yeah. I have. Stop. Hence we're doing this other thing here. You understand what I mean? No, it's not. My hairline is not receding. That is not. You didn't ask for one, you dickhead. Oh my fucking Christ. No, I'm playing game. Whoa, what? Go to sleep. Jesus. I'm in the mid-game in here, ma. What you doing with your craziness?
Locker room, this hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Ooh, my God.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25.
What the hell was he doing?
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
52 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
For the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Here's Fournette. And He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13
We're
seconds
punching
to
it
play
in.
half number 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
56 Mike. 56 is Mike.
They'll go with a big bang for it.
No!
And they'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line.
Leonard Fournette on the carry.
Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
That's good.
It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll move the chains.
Okay.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
I listen to the coachman. Fuck that guy.
Lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him.
That was not good.
Bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15
What?
following
That's not
that
the right one I
sack.
picked.
Let him know. Slam.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Vernon Hargrave.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped
Thought he
there.
had that.
Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
What?
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are
Shut
on
the
the
fuck
field
up, man.
and
You
not
don't
cross
even
the line
know.
before throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Fucking bull! Are you serious, Radio? Like, what the hell is going on with these people? Hold the goddamn ball.
The hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's
Like, you guys are fucking my stats up, not your stats, mine.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score.
You ain't bringing that up.
Go out there and do their part.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have
The
planned,
fucking soundtrack for this game is pretty good. I like it.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Get off me. Get off me.
Get after them early and try
No.
to create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Who was that? He was like, nope.
And he takes us beyond the 35
Please don't hit me. And he ran right out of bounds. Like, what the hell was that? Oh, no. Get him. Get him.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a game.
Yeah, well, no, I get that.
That was a really nice job by them picking up.
Oh, you're talking about what I was just trying to do.
And
What the hell?
blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
I'm coming in high, all right.
And turn to the side.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun. Watson.
That was a nice toss. That was fast and on the point.
Good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Watson.
I thought I had that pick.
Middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and 2, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Pass intercepted by the Jaguars.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second
Come on,
down.
dude.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Neville Gallimore.
Boy, oh boy. You better not let me get this.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Shit!
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over.
That wasn't good.
At the 49-yard line.
Okay.
So
The dude that was supposed to be there wasn't there. That was pretty bad.
Here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better?
What?
Be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win.
And he is tackled inside the 49.
Dude's fucking like the Terminator.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
36-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact.
I was going to say, how?
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just
They're
seems
going
like
for
all
it?
game long, there hasn't been a lot of sync, quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same.
Did he cross?
He
crossed. Son of a bitch.
Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's
All right.
movements.
Certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession.
He didn't
would end,
cross.
failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
That's got to be in.
Well,
It's got to be in.
It's going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. The Jaguars
Not
going to go
punting
ahead
that
and
away.
use their
There's a
first
yard.
timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up in.
What the hell was he doing?
Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Watson looking sideline, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watson looks to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Boyle, his 3rd touchdown now.
Oh, damn.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the
Yeah, do your thing, man.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
Every
just
time.
something
Every
maybe
time.
positive
Every
to look at
fucking
on
time.
This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Because every time you say be right back, I never see you again. Yeah, do your thing, man. I want to see how far I get into this. And I gotta go try out that. Are you serious?
Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should
Sorry, my
just
ball.
about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
56 is the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got?
This is Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete. He finds Shark. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A shotgun give to Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one.
They're not winning this, obviously, but what am I going to do to them?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 4 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. And they don't get the reception, incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Akers, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And this will be stopped at the 44.
Only 3 of 5.
Yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
Sweep your division rival again? Okay. Wait, I mean, what, 28th? These boys don't want to stop. It's okay. Don't want to stop. You're gonna get beat up. Their lifestyle's all fucked up. Maybe you should take a look at my description. Use the name HeedfulJoker. It'll help you.
Gentlemen, this week's not over yet, so don't get comfortable. We've had a good week so far, so let's make sure we finish the same way. Consistency is the key to winning in this league, so keep up the good work.
Okay. Shouldn't have done that. Nope. I should have just punched it in. I think I could punch it in. Fuck. Nope. It's getting me closer, I think. Hold the fucking ball! Holy fucking Christ. No one's catching the fucking ball. Okay, fuck this, man. You gotta be kidding me already. Why is nobody catching the ball? Hold the ball! Okay, okay, I am fucking over this. I am so over this. Like, why aren't you holding the fucking ball? Can't run it. Nobody can catch it. Like, what the fuck is going on here? You better...
Hey, hold up, hold up. We need to talk about what you just put on film, man. You are a leader, and people look to you to set the standard.
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
No one is going to be inspired by today's film. You know that.
This is the bullshit. Like, are you serious right now? I ain't retrying shit. This is getting ridiculous already.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
I figured when Coach asked me
more
to swing
shit.
by his office, it had something to do with the injury news.
Oh, wow. That was pretty harsh. The coach agrees. Alright. I'm glad we're both dickheads on the team there,
life
coach.
would be easier without him on the field, but your rivals tend to bring out the best of you. I was looking forward to getting the opportunity to go toe-to-toe with these guys again.
Just gotta win the game. Attempt 30 passes? Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. They just gained a bunch of stats and you want me to attempt 30 passes. That's pretty stupid. I'm gonna do a lot of running. I'm level 79 to that guy. This is not going to be good. DJ Clark's kicking ass. Moxon's kicking ass. My guy's not kicking ass.
Today.
And it's raining out?
TIAA Bank Field
Ooh,
in
this is gonna be brutal.
Jacksonville, Florida. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Texans take over first and
Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense. Watson on first down. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas.
Nice catch.
Down on the 30-yard
I didn't think he'd catch that one, to be honest.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Watson's pass.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The numbers for Mixon last week, 21 carries, 104 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take it.
Oh, he's gone.
20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at
Oh my God!
On the field, a breakaway. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A big with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's
fuck off.
forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
I think's good. Touchdown. It's not good?
The ruling on the field is reversed.
Oh, eat a dick.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jordan Elliott breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Watson's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
First and 10.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. As we settle in and get ready to watch the next chapter of this storied NFL rivalry unfold, you've likely noticed the lack of pregame theatrics in comparison to what we were used to last season.
Yeah, it's absolutely been noticeable because we haven't heard the noise leading into this game where these guys are going back and forth with each other. And maybe it's because there's an injury that sidelined the guy who did most of the yapping last year. But just because we haven't heard the war of words so far doesn't mean that these guys don't want to get at each other. The intensity of the rivalry is still there, and I know it'll be evident once they tee it up and kick it up.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's
what is this guy?
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent
Yeah,
field
makes sense.
position.
They're like, no, you're not supposed to even do that. The dude's just running into the fucking wall.
On this stage of the game, what were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 7 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And Cooks hands
God
it over
damn
the
it.
middle. And they'll get this down to the 10.
To Brandon Cook.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Akers. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Ball carrier.
Cam Akers, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big...
I don't like that. I think I'm getting screwed a little bit.
move towards the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll They'll run on first down with Akers. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3. At the
From the gun, here's Watson. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Complete.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it.
Oh, come on, booth review.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here.
Dude was
as we just saw the
fucking
football
popping
happen
that
on
out.
the field.
It's out. It's out. Fuck off. It's not out. It's out. It's out. They're not going to give it to me, are they? They didn't give it to me.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
You sons of bitches.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started,
You
they had
guys are
6
lucky.
points that they were thinking about.
Texans 10. Jaguars.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't happen.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
That's right. That just happened.
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to sling, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
31-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Lambo, he missed it. He missed it left. No good.
Yeah,
and
right.
The score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing?
Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a
You're
look
running to
around
mummy
the
for?
NFL
Huh?
here in week
What do you think
3
you're doing?
of the new year. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium
You
in
little
New
weirdo.
Jersey. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front.
Punch you, I punch
Chris
you.
Godwin,
Can't go away.
2
I'm
touchdown
talking to
catches on the
Princess.
afternoon. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. The Falcons seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory.
And we will skip the highlight show this week.
Gotta hate
Get
that
right
guy.
back to this week 3 matchup. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Watson over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
From the gun, Watson.
How?
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2nd down and goal. Watson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
And that is caught.
How the fuck did he do that?
Watson's pass.
Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense takes.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed.
Oh, there's frustration.
This time on 3rd down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Hit the pause button. I need to pee, and that was bullshit.
you, princess.
Excuse me.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third
The guy is so lucky. He was going to get ripped on.
On EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
What? He got through?
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Watson over the middle.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker.
Quarterbacks work all the time manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the... And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. For 36 yards on the play.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Hey, Jeremy, how's it going?
So the big
Get my butt kicked right now. First time ever.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before they're inside.
I didn't see Uncle in front of there too, Jeremy. So remember this. Uncle.
Because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive,
messing with you.
Good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively.
Hey! Shut up over there.
For some adjustments to come their way now.
Yeah, it's gonna be fairly soon. Yeah, that's right. Oh, sorry. I'm just messing with your homie. You know that.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
You know that.
Goodness, they've come out locked
Do
in
that.
on this drive. Play
Right
calling,
in the hands.
execution,
This is
they're
my ball.
fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3
Hank,
first downs.
shut the hell up, man.
Almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
You're gonna get a punch.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
You too, you big weirdo, princess. E. What do you want? What do you want? Hmm?
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll run on first down.
Oh,
baby.
baby.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown.
Nobody even touched that guy. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
Relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is
What do you mean? We just gotta make sure they can't do nothing now.
They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Texans 17. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own
I don't know. He's upstairs somewhere.
Watson and the Texans now down 21-17.
No idea what he's doing right now.
Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Another try after the first down sack. Watson flushed out right.
Oh, you're so lucky. I was going to rip your head off.
First of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. And
Picked.
oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field.
Oh,
We'll
fuck
have to
off.
see
That
what
was
this is
Butte.
about.
Holding offense.
I'm taking the touchdown.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get
Who's
coached up and they'll
offense?
get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. 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 19, 18. 58, boy. 58. 58. Come on. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5.
Did you see that? I shook off a shot and still tossed it 50 fucking yards.
46 seconds left to play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Get that
Here's
shit.
the run with Mixon, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Oh my God, there was another one.
You can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's my ball.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical
what the fuck was he doing?
There, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops to the ground.
You guys are starting to piss me off with not catching the fucking ball.
Just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 4th down.
Wow. I'm so glad those boys don't know how to hold a fucking ball.
Clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this one a 41-yard attempt.
Perfect.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further.
Jaguars 31, Texans 17.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the effort snuffed.
Oh, I just wanted to hit him so bad.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately,
You bet your ass I want that ball back.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, they'll be feeling pretty good heading into next week. A lot of confidence comes with a win over a division rival, especially when they had the edge in the season series last year.
That's for sure. And my hope is that we see this team healthy the next time these two meet up, though. Because even though the war of words, for a lot of people, they might think it's a little bit immature. You and I both love that dynamic. They were gritty, and they were getting after each other. We've missed the fireworks.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
See, I play like 1 or 2 games a fucking a season. Like, how is this guy getting damn near retired? I don't get that. I don't want to play the Texans again. Well, we're at 7-0. Damn. Tank, come here. I'm not gonna play it right now. We're at 3 hours. What time is it, meow? 9:30.
This was a game that had been circled on my calendar all year long.
Jump back into
Going up against
Marvel here
two
quickly
legitimate
before I go to
defensive
Twitch.
superstars in a rivalry game. If that kind of challenge can get you up for a game, we will.
Time around, the Texans have 2 stars to deal with. Who you more I ain't concerned with nobody. Get to your bed now. We're not dealing with you whining all night.
I knew there was probably no right answer to this question. We were dealing with 2 all-pro caliber players, but I just had to find a way to needle my rival one more time.
Three touchdowns. Okay, last game. Then I'll jump on. I gotta jump on Dead by Daylight on Twitch.
Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA
You know what?
Sports.
I'm gonna leave this be for the next time. I'm not gonna jump into another game because it takes fucking forever. So I'm outie. Remember the code, HeedfulJoker. Look in the description. You get that better G Fuel shit. Like really, try it out. Let me know how it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that fucking bell thingy. I'm right there. It's cheap. It's free. Do it. Do it. Do it. Bye.